Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of James Jam. I'm Jame. This is my jam, and today is one of my Thursday book related videos. I like to do these every other Thursday and usually do a little bit of a book haul, tell you what I've been reading, maybe what I want to be reading, and yeah, I guess tell you a little bit about the books. So I only have a really small haul today. Usually I have quite a few books, but I really haven't gotten too many just since 2 weeks ago. Just a few, so I'll go through those here. I picked up, or this just came out, Adenshire Book 2, A Fellowship of Librarians and Dragons by J. Penner. No, I've not read anything by J. Penner, but this is book 2. The first book was called, look at the page. The first book was called A Fellowship of Bakers and Magic. And I just thought this looked really interesting, so I picked up both books. Says people-pleasing sunshine dwarf Dolly Butterbuckle is content with her simple tea magic and circle of friends. It's true that she might have once wanted more for herself, and that she's never quite lived up to her family's expectations, but her life is just fine. That is, until she inherits a dragon egg. So, I just think it seemed really interesting. I hope to read it relatively soon. Obviously, I'm going to read the first book first, but I just thought this seemed like a nice little book to have as a palate cleanser. It's only, let's see, like 260 pages. So, nice little palate cleansing type book. Then, when I was on my trip, because I just got back from, well, over a week ago now, from Tennessee, I did go to a Barnes & Noble bookstore, and I only did pick up one book. I picked up Sarah Beth Durst, The Queen of Blood. Now, I am familiar with her because she wrote The Spell Shop, and I thought that was really good. But come to find out, she has some other books and series. This book, I think there's 3 in this series. So this is The Queen of Blood. And then it's book 1 of The Queens of Renthia. Let's see. To give you a little map. There's some books on the back here. Reluctant Queen and Queen of Sorrow. So I think there's 3 books in this series. It's an older series. This book came out in 2016. And nothing was standing out to me when I was at the Barnes & Noble, which is weird, but probably because now I buy everything I want to buy. I pre-order, or I wait till they go on sale and I buy them that way. So paying full price for a book, I don't usually do. And this one was like, yeah, $19. Man, I love little libraries. I don't go to them, but I love to put books in them for other people just because I know that these are pricey. So I started that book while I was at the bookstore, but I haven't picked it up since. So I do want to finish this. What I have been reading, though, is, let me get it up here. I can't remember if I had, no, I don't know that I had even started these. I was going to read James Islington's series, one of his series, and then instead I ended up picking up John Gwynne books, and I read, first I read The Shadow of the Gods, and then last night I finished The Hunger of the Gods, and this morning I started I think it's called The Fury of the Gods, and oh my gosh, this book was 625 pages. The book before it I think was only 400 and some, I'm sorry, and I love this book. I easily gave this a 5-star rating, and I hardly ever give 5-star ratings. But oh my gosh, the book was awesome. The book was exciting and thrilling and captivating from page 1 all the way to the end. I am so glad that the series is already done so I could pick up the next book, because I don't know what I would have done without it. I started reading book 2 immediately, read through this one, and now I just couldn't wait. Like I said, I finished this one last night, and right away I'm into book 3 already. I love this. I think I might read the first book in this series after I finish the third book in this series. And then I'll probably start the Islington ones. I wanted to read something by John Gwynne, something by James Corey, because I already read Robin Hobb. And James Corey, John Gwynne, and James, or is it James? Yeah, Islington. I want to read some books of theirs. And then in between there too, I want to read Creatures Bright and Small. Is that what it's called? The octopus one. So yeah, a lot of reading that I want to do. We have not forgotten about the book read of When Women Ran Fifth Avenue. I finished this book. It's a great book. I was going to say especially for nonfiction, but nonfiction can always be good. But just the writing style of Julie Sato was really, really good. The book kept me intrigued and wanting to read from start to finish. And me and Dawn from Dawn Loves Couture are going to do a live book read on this one. And I think we're going to do it next week, Wednesday. I'll put something on my community tab about it, but yeah, we're just going to do a live and we're going to discuss the book. And so any of you who have read it can follow along with us, and if you haven't read it, that's fine too. It probably would still be interesting just to hear about it, and it's just amazing. I guess I just never knew how many women had such influence at the time, and was not surprised to learn how they, though of course, weren't paid as much as men were. So just really interesting books. And then I thought for fun today we'd open up my Fairyloot box. This box is a subscription box. I wanted to do the book only, but that didn't open up. It took 8 months for me to be contacted by Fairyloot for them to finally have an opening for a subscription. So I took it, and so here's the box itself. Just says fairyloot.com on it. And then when I open it up, looks like this. And this card. So this is the May of 2025 spoiler card. And so one of the first things you get here is a book sleeve. I believe you can just put your books in here. Here's the front and the back. And this almost looks like it's from like that Divine Rivals. Yeah. This is featuring artwork inspired by Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. So I believe you just keep these to put your books inside. They're nice and satiny, so that nothing happens to them when and if you carry them around. So that's really cool. All right, then let's see what we got. We've got a... Ooh. Let's see. The next thing is Howl's Moving Castle Puzzle. Premium quality puzzle. Measures 70 by 50 centimeters. This is the puzzle. There's the sides. Let's see if it says anything in here about the puzzle. Let's see. Travel to a world where magic dances through the skies with this puzzle inspired by Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones. That's pretty cool. I haven't read anything by her, but I would like to at some point. All right, what do we have next here? Oh, we have a character pin. Just comes in a container like this. And it says it's featuring Run from the Floating World by Axie O. I have not read that. I'm not familiar with that book at all. But wow, it's a beautiful pin. So yeah, I took the subscription box just so I could start getting some of the books. And then you get contacted every time they do a special run. And you can purchase those books as well with the subscription. So that's cool. Then I got... You get tarot cards based on the book of the month. So that's these. And then there's some overlays for the floating world. I don't know exactly. Okay, so these get put in the book at certain points. And this sheet you get tells you where to put them. And they go in the book for the month. And here is the book for the month. Comes in a nice little dust bag like this. And then, dun, 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 dun. Here is the floating world. And that's by, oh, okay, so that's Axio. So you can see the pages, the embossing is like metallic. Words are hard. And then it says, lower your gaze, the light is not for you. Here's the beautiful sides. Then it is a reversed dust jacket. So here is the other side if you wanted or preferred that one. And then the book itself is of course gorgeous. Here's the front, and it's got like a little bit of a texture to it. But there's that. The side. The other side again, there's metallic in there. Here's the one of the end pages. Here's the other end page again with the metallic on there. So yeah, that's what I got for the month of May. Beautiful book. I don't know what this is about. So far I don't really know that I've known what any of the books I've gotten have been about, but I know they're absolutely gorgeous. So I can't wait to at some point pick these up and read them. And then I do like that I have access now to special publications that they do, or at least like first access. Sometimes they do make some of their special runs available to the public, but then it's not always, you know, they sell out quickly and stuff. So that's the other reason I wanted this book box. Like I said, I would have preferred the book only, but since I had to wait 8 months to even just get the subscription box offered to me, I'll take the box. So that's what I have for you today. I do put out these book related videos every other Thursday. So the next one will be in about, will be in 2 weeks on a Thursday. We will have that extra, I'm just setting this down. We will have the extra video coming out where I will do the live, me and Dawn from Dawn Loves Couture, about the When Women Ran Fifth Avenue. That's going to be coming up. I do typically not do book related content. I typically do luxury handbags and small leather goods content primarily. And those videos come out on Wednesdays and Saturdays. On Mondays or sometimes Tuesdays, I do a bag swap where I swap from one bag into another bag, and I show you the bags, talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and also go over the small leather goods that I switch in and out of. You can find me over on Instagram at James Jam as well. It's just JAME_S_Jam. And until next time, please do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.